Hey friend, Kate Hayes here, six-figure business owner and top 1% Etsy seller. And today I'm going to be sharing with you one of the top things that I really dug into early in my business that I feel like was so beneficial in moving the needle and bringing my Etsy shop to where it is today. It's something that's not really talked about that much in Etsy strategy, but is so crucial for Etsy success. But first I want to let you know about a free live training class that we have coming up on June 23rd. This is going to be a live 60-minute masterclass where I'm teaching through my signature system, the 5-pillar Etsy success formula. I'm going to be teaching through the 5 pillars that I've based my business on and seen major success on Etsy with. I'm so excited to host this live training for you guys. It's going to be seriously jam-packed full of amazing Etsy strategy, as well as some incredible freebies for those who attend live. So in the masterclass, I'm going to be covering how to identify a profitable product that's in demand on the Etsy platform specifically, because we all know there's so many different platforms. We've got Amazon, eBay, there's a lot of different marketplaces, and they all attract a different audience. So it's super important in the beginning to know how to actually identify what's going to sell on the Etsy platform specifically. Then we're going to be talking about taking it a step further and finding proven and predicted style trends that you can offer your products in, because it's not really enough to have just a broad category or niche that's profitable, but you need to take it even further to ensure that you're offering your products in a trending style so that it'll fly off the shelves. Then of course, you're not going to be successful on Etsy without top-notch photography. So we're going to be covering that in the live training. We'll be talking about how exactly to add that click-worthy appeal to each of your listings, whether you have physical products or digital products. We're going to talk about both. So we're going to talk about how to take your own product photos, the strategies and methods behind simple product photography that'll give you a really professional look. We'll also talk about mock-ups if you're a digital product seller, how to find and use and implement the best mock-ups for your listings. We'll also be walking through Etsy SEO and how to actually make the Etsy algorithm work for you to get that discoverability in the Etsy search results. Nobody wants to get on Etsy and just have their listings buried in a saturated market, never to be discovered. So Etsy SEO is how we're going to optimize our listings for the query matching and ranking phases of the search engine to help it land on one of those first few search results pages. And then of course, we have to talk about marketing and proactively promoting your shop, because you can have everything else right, but if you don't know effective marketing strategies to actually get out there and let people know about your shop, it's likely never to take off. So there's a lot of different types of marketing available to you, but in our 5-pillar formula, we hone in on the ones that work best for Etsy sellers. Also on the live masterclass, we're going to have a Q&A session, so you can already be thinking of your questions ahead of time. This is going to be a time where you can ask me any and all of your burning Etsy questions, and I'll do my best to answer them and point you in the right direction. Now, I know all of that Etsy value and the Q&A session is amazing, but that's not all that you're going to get access to when you attend that training live, because we have an amazing freebie bundle of digital assets that we are giving to every live attendee. So every single person that attends the training class live will receive access to this freebie bundle. It has amazing resources in it that you can use for your business, everything from mock-ups to templates to printables to financial trackers. There are so many amazing tools that you'll get for free just for hopping on the live class with us. So again, that live class is happening on Thursday, June 23rd. We have 2 time slots available, one at 2 p.m. Eastern Time and one at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Spots are filling up super fast, so I encourage you to go ahead and register. The link to register is in the description box below, or you can just go to kate-hayes.com/masterclass. If you know you're going to be attending live and you already know some questions you want to ask me on the Q&A portion of that live class, feel free to go ahead and comment on this video below, because I'm already compiling a list of questions I'm getting in to address in the masterclass. Okay, so without further ado, let's jump into one of the top things that I truly feel has moved the needle for me to bring me to that top 1% of Etsy sellers and to bring in a consistent revenue in my shop. And that is the point number 2 that I mentioned. This is pillar number 2 of the 5-pillar formula that we're going to be going over in the live training class. But the pillar number 2 is taking that profitable product category that you already identified a step further to make sure you're offering it in a trending style. Like I mentioned before, it's great to know that you have a product category that is in demand on the Etsy platform. That's necessary, and that's the first step. But if you stop there, you could be offering it in a style that's totally outdated or just not trending or popular, and it's just not going to sell, even if it is in a great category. So this is the next step, which is not really talked about about very often, but we're looking to identify trending styles to offer our products in. Now, I like to think of trending styles in two sort of subcategories. Number one is a proven trend, and number two is a predicted trend. So it totally works to focus on either of these. You could go either direction. So if you're looking to offer your products in the first one, a proven trend, we're talking about trends that have already been around for a while. They're currently popular. They're proven already on Etsy to sell well. So if you're looking for something that's already a proven trend on Etsy, one of the best things you can do is to type in a keyword phrase that's one of your main keyword phrases you're using for your products into the Etsy search bar and look at the results that come up on the first and second page. We know that the first and second page of search results are listings that are making consistent sales and obviously doing something right because they're showing up first. So we're going to take clues and inspiration from the styles of these designs, and we're specifically going to look for the ones that have the bestseller or popular now little yellow badge underneath. Those badges are clues that we should pay extra attention to those listings. Those are the best-selling listings. Now, I do want to make it clear here that we're not directly copying anyone. We're simply looking at what's selling well and taking inspiration to put our own twist on it with our products. Now, remember, we're not looking at the broad category here. We've already done that. We're niching down to style. So we're talking about what I like to call trend elements. These are style elements, depending on what category you're in, that's going to inform what your product ends up being. So it could be things like specific color schemes, specific patterns that are trending, specific materials or hardware or metals or scents. Again, these types of trend elements vary vastly depending on what you're actually offering, but it's a specific element of that product that you notice is trending. So an example of this might be the step number one, the profitable product category could be baby blankets. But then you take it a step further and you notice that within the baby blanket search results, you're seeing a boho color scheme a lot. So you're going to use boho color scheme as one of your trend elements. Now, trend style path number two is to look at predicted trends. So these are things that are predicted to come. They're on the rise. So they're not fully in swing yet on the Etsy platform, but they're predicted to really become big in the next year or so. If you can identify a predicted trend that does come to pass, it pays off big time to be one of the first shops that's on the forefront of offering products with that trend. One of the best places I like to go to look for this is a website called Pinterest Predicts. Pinterest and Etsy have a lot of the same users, so I use Pinterest a lot to do product and trend research. So Pinterest Predicts is a website that's run by Pinterest that predicts upcoming trends for the year. So you can see here it's saying that 8 out of 10 of their predictions for last year, 2021, came true. So this is not another year-end trend report. This is a not yet trending report. So this is predicting trends that are on the rise. And you can come down here and filter the year's trends by audience and category. And if you scroll down, you can click on any of these main categories to see what some of the predicted trends are for the year. So example, if we click on this one, biophilic design, this is going to tell us all about this upcoming trend where nature is built into your home. It'll give us trending search terms. Now these are search terms that are Pinterest specific, so these are not necessarily for Etsy, but they will give you a good idea of what's trending on Pinterest, which a lot of times overlaps into Etsy. If you scroll down even further, it'll have a section that says bring this trend to life. It'll tell you if you're a home brand, what you can do with this trend, if you're a special events brand, if you're a well-being brand. So if any of these relate to the category that you're in, it could just give you some really great ideas. For instance, this one says help people turn their homes into an oasis with sustainable interior inspiration like vertical wall gardens or free hanging ferns. Then if you scroll down even further, it'll tell you related trends. So these are other trend predictions that might be related that you could use as well. So whether you want to go the route of looking at proven trends or predicted trends, the key here is to identify 4 to 5 trend elements. Again, those are things like color, style, pattern, material, hardware, metal, scents that you can really focus on incorporating into your products and let those trend elements inform you as you're coming up with your products. I can speak from personal experience that once I started really honing in on what styles were trending within my broader category, my listings started to take off. So that's just a very broad overview of that second pillar out of the 5-pillar formula that I'm going to be teaching in the masterclass. So if you want to take even a deeper dive into how to do this kind of research, as well as learn about those other 4 pillars that we talked about, definitely go ahead and register for the training class with the link below. I hope this was super helpful for you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all live on the 23rd.